Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be comparing Intel Core i7 laptops with the new Ryzen 7 laptops. And I was also very curious to see the real world performance difference. So yes, I'll be showing you some benchmark results also, but I conducted some real world performance tests. For example, this is the Mi Horizon book that comes with the latest Intel Core i7. That's the 10th generation processor. This is the latest from Intel. And I also have this Asus Vivo book that I had posted unboxing and overview of this one a couple of weeks back. This one has the new Ryzen 7 4700U processor. So again, both are Ultrabooks, and this is the best you can get from Intel in Ultrabook, and this is sort of the best you can get from AMD. So I was also very curious, what's the difference between this Intel processor, that's the Intel Core i7, versus the AMD 4700U. I also wanted to actually compare it with the AMD 4500U. I don't have a laptop, but a good friend of mine actually has a Lenovo 4500U laptop. So I asked him to run some benchmark tests. So I'll include that in the later part of the video, and let's see the results. And guys, again, I won't get into depth regarding the configuration of this Mi laptop. I've already done its review. In fact, I would say this one has undue advantage. The SSD is actually faster on this one. Read speeds can go as high as about 3 gigabytes, and this also has a dedicated NVIDIA MX350 GPU, whereas this Asus Vivo book does not have any external GPU, and the SSD is also slightly slower at about 1.6 to 1.7 gigabytes. But again, these are specs. Let's look at the results and see which one is faster in real world. So guys, here if you have the laptop, this is the Mi laptop that has the Core i7 from Intel, and this is the Asus that has the Ryzen 4700U, and I'm doing some real world tests. We have a 5 GB video file on both of them. It's a 4K file that I shot with the GH5, and I'm going to run Handbrake, and as you can see, we are going to do this test on battery, and I've kept it on best performance on both of them. So let's do that, and I'm going to run Handbrake and convert both these files to 1080p, and we'll see actually which one does better. I have both the 4K files, and we are going to convert it to the fast 1080p 30 and see which one does it faster. So I've hit, and let's see the timing. And in this test, actually guys, which one does faster is actually better, and both are actually started. So let's see which one does better. This is a realistic test, and we'll also do one more, and I'll let you guys know which one did faster. So guys, it's just crossed 7 minutes now, and this one, the Ryzen one, is almost 95% done. It says just 18 seconds more, and this one is still just on 44%, so way slower, I would say. And this should be done any minute now. The Ryzen one, the Ryzen 7, 97%, 99%, 99.9, done. So it finished in 7 minutes 35 seconds, and this is still continuing, so we'll wait. So guys, we just crossed 16 minutes on this Intel Core i laptop, and now it's about 98%. So definitely, and if you recall, this one took just about 7 minutes 35 seconds, so more than double, I would say. Now it's 99.3. So this should be done anytime now. Now. This will just go off the green. Just finished. 16 minutes 35 seconds. Now doing one more real world test. This is the Cinebench R20 zip file. That's a 222 MB zip file, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to extract both of them and see which one is doing faster, because we do zip out files pretty often on computers. So let's test that. Extract, and I'm just going to press same over here, extract both eyes. Let's start. And again, let's see which one is doing faster. This is a real world stuff that we are doing, and here both are actually close to each other. Again, it's not a very big file guys, 222 MB file, and we are going to run the R20 benchmarks also, but just wanted to give you an idea. Here, surprisingly, looks like the Intel is going to, no, almost, this has caught up now finally. So neck to neck in this test, but let's see which one is doing faster. Both are very close. This one has an edge, this has a faster SSD, but anyways, let's see. Wow, this is going to be very, very close. Looks Intel finished first on this one. After that, 2 seconds, this one. So here in the decompression test, the Core i7 went ahead by just about 2 seconds. Now let's do one more thing. Let's run the Cinebench R20 on both of them. Again, we are running on battery power, guys, and let's see which one is better. This is the R20 test that we are doing. R15, we have already done that. So we are just going to run through this, CPU score on both. I've just reset and I'm going to run on both of them and see. Again, I've clicked that. So let's click start and hopefully it should start. About 1 minute 30 seconds, and looks like definitely the Ryzen 7 is handling it better. Of course, because this has physical 8 cores, this one has 4 cores. So yeah, definitely the Ryzen will finish it way faster, and of course it will get a higher CPU score. So as you can see, I'm just showing you the timings, guys, so that you can also replicate. Finished about 1 minute 55 seconds, got a score of 2728. So finally, this is almost going to get finished. As you can see, it's 4:45. Hopefully it finishes in that. Still going about 4:50, I think so. Yeah, just finished. You could say 4:47. But look at the scores, guys. This got a CPU score of 1031 and this got a score of 2728. So way faster, I would say. And we can see also in the time this finished that benchmark in about 1 minute 55 seconds. This almost took about 4 minutes 46 seconds. So as you can see in the raw CPU, definitely the new Ryzen 4700U is way faster. Guys, one more practical test, and this is DaVinci Resolve video editing software. I've installed on both the machines. This is the Core i7 and this is the Ryzen 7, and this is the same 4K video clip that we had. So the 4K in the timeline, and I've just added this text layer throughout the video, Core i7 on this one and Ryzen 7, and now we'll render this and see which one is doing a better job in video exporting. And I'm just going to hit start render on both of these. Start, and they have started. So I'm going to hit this also, and this will be an interesting test. Technically, the Mi laptop with the Core i7 has the dedicated NVIDIA MX350 GPU, whereas the Ryzen 7 does not have any external or dedicated GPU. It's just using the internal Vega graphics. But it'll be interesting to test to see which one does faster in terms of video editing. These are the stuff that you'll use for regular stuff. So just wanted to give you an idea about video rendering. Guys, it's just been 5 minutes since we started this rendering job, and for this Intel Core i7, it has rendered 1 minute 48 seconds worth of video. But here, as you can see, this has rendered already 2 minutes 57 seconds worth of video, and here it says it has completed 43% of the rendering, here 25. So again, significant lead to the Ryzen 7 as of now. Let's see how much time does it take to complete. So guys, it's been 12 minutes 20 seconds, and here this has completed the Ryzen 1 98%, and this is still at 54%. This still says 10 more minutes, and this is going to be almost done now. 2 seconds. So this is done. So this finished in 12 minutes 37 seconds. This has completed the job. As you can see, it's finished. This still is about 10 minutes left. So this is still at 56. So as you can see, considerably slower even in real world video rendering results. So it's 22 minutes, and this is at 99%. Should be finished anytime now. This is just finished, 22 minutes 20 seconds, and one thing I noticed, the fan was blowing quite a bit, and this has become quite hot also. So let's look at the temperature. As you can see near the keyboard, it's almost 44. It went 43.9. So yes, this is getting considerably a lot warmer also. The Ryzen 7 actually did not get that hot, and again, that is due to also when now I think so the battery life is falling on this one. That's why it's going to the battery saver mode. But let's look at the battery level on this one now. It is just going down, I guess. Now it's just at 19% battery, whereas this one is still at about 58%. So again, yeah, in terms of battery life also, I feel because this was struggling quite a bit, this is consuming a lot more. In real life, I would say the Ryzen 7 should give you anywhere about 1.5 to 2 hours of extra battery life compared to this one. So we got some very interesting results. In fact, in all the tests, in fact, the Ryzen 7 beat out this Intel laptop. And I was surprised also in terms of battery life, the Ryzen 7 actually performed better. And as I've told you, I asked one of my friends who has the Ryzen 5 4500U to also run some of the tests. So I have the score. So as you can see from this screenshot, lower the value, it is better. That means we are able to complete the task faster of that 4K video to 1080p in just 7 minutes to 15 seconds, and the Intel one took actually 16 minutes 35 seconds, so more than 100% longer, which was very surprising. But the big surprise to me personally was the Ryzen 5. It's a 6-core processor that completed the task in 8 minutes 29 seconds. So even the Ryzen 5 in that handbrake test is faster than the Intel Core i7 laptop. Video editing for the Ryzen 7 in 12 minutes 36 seconds, whereas Intel took almost 22 minutes. So again, almost about 90% time longer. Now, if we move to some other benchmark results, here are the benchmark results that we saw. And again, as you can see, even the Ryzen 5, which is very surprising to me, beat out the Intel Core i7 in both the R15 and the R20 benchmark. So when you're doing some heavy tasks, definitely these new Ryzen processors, the 4000 series, the 4500U, or even the 4700U perform very well. And we saw in real world results also, they performed so good. I was surprised. Yes, I always thought that the Ryzen 7 will beat out the Intel Core i7, but I was surprised that even the Ryzen 5 is sort of beating the Intel Core i7 laptop in heavy tasks. So definitely I would say this year the new Ryzen processors are very fast. And guys, again, Intel also has some higher end processors. For example, the H series of their processors that are used in workstations, those are actually 8 cores and all those things like that. For example, the regular Core i7 max out at about 4 cores. The advantage with the Ryzen 7 is that it has physical 8 cores. The Ryzen 5 had physical 6 cores, whereas this new Intel H series of processors do have those cores. I'll try to test it out, but AMD also has those high performance H series processors. So again, stay tuned for that. But again, if you're looking for a normal sized, U series laptops that generally we get in the price range of 40 to 80,000, I do feel as of now, the new Ryzen 5 or even the Ryzen 7, specifically the 4500U and the 4700U do perform significantly better than the Intel Core i7. Anyways, guys, what do you think about this? Very interesting results that we got. I was also a little bit surprised. But anyways, these were the raw figures that I got. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. And if you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I'll definitely try to get one of these new Ryzen 5 4500U laptops and test it out. And also, I'll try to get the new, Intel H series high performance laptops and also test that out in the future. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.